A long time ago, in a village far away from here, there was a little old bell maker who had a little shop in the mountains. And the village people in the mountains used to go to his shop and do a lot of shopping with the bells on Christmas time. They loved to come into his shop and look at all the bells.
Yeah, he had big bells and little bells and loud bells and soft bells and, oh, even jingle bells.
Yes, one of his specialties was jingle bells.
Oh yeah, he had all different kinds of jingle bells. He had jingle bells that would go on sleighs. He had jingle bells that kids could use in their Christmas programs at school. There were just all kinds of jingle bells.
Well, the little old bell maker sold all these bells at Christmas time. And people would keep coming into his shop, and they'd look all around and see the bells. And everybody loves bells at Christmas time. So of course they spend a lot of money and bought bells to take home to put in their churches and in their homes and in their schools and all over.
Yeah, there were bells all over town.
Well, it got to be really close to Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. And on Christmas Eve, everybody was coming into his shop.
Yeah, they were. Until the afternoon, and then everybody pretty much went home.
They wanted to be with their families at Christmas time.
So, the little old bell maker, when it got to be late afternoon, he began to look around to see if there were any more customers in his shop. And almost all the bells were gone.
All of them except just one jingle bell. It was a little tiny jingle bell. Oh, it was so little, it was way up on the top shelf in his shop.
Yeah, that was the littlest jingle bell that anybody had ever seen. It was probably the littlest jingle bell there was.
It was really little. It was so little that it just sounded like this. Ding, dingle. Ding, dingle.
Oh. Well, at any rate, it was the last little jingle bell in the shop. And all the people had stopped coming into the shop. And it was starting to get dark. And the little old bell maker went to the window and he looked out the window of his shop and there was nobody coming in. And so he went to the back of the shop and got his key and went out to the door and locked the door on his shop and started to turn out the lights.
And that little jingle bell was up on the shelf, and it was so sad because nobody had bought it. It didn't know what it was going to do for Christmas time. It had been up there for a long time, and when the lights started to go out, a great big tear came out on the little jingle bell's cheek and just flowed down and just splashed right there in the dust and made a big muddy mess.
Oh, the little jingle bell felt so bad. But the little old bell maker, it was Christmas Eve and he wanted to be with his family too. So he closed up the shop, he turned out the lights, went to the back of the shop and closed the door and went to be with his family.
It was Christmas Eve. The little jingle bell didn't get bought, and it was sitting there on the shelf. Nobody wants me. Nobody wants me. Ding, dingle. Ding, dingle.
And then a remarkable thing happened.
Yeah, you know what happened next? Well, there was a noise on the roof.
A noise on the roof?
Yeah, it was a big noise too. It went thump.
And then there were some other
Thump, 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 thump. And the little jingle bell kind of looked up to see what was going on and see on the roof, and he couldn't see anything, but he heard some big thump, 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 thump. Sounded like footsteps coming over the chimney. And the little jingle bell, he tried to look through the darkness to see what was going on, and he heard some more rumbling in the chimney, and some soot fell down the chimney. And down the chimney, all of a sudden came two big legs, boots, with red trousers on top of them. Oh, and the jingle bell thought, what in the world is this? Well, there was so much noise
that the shopkeeper came out from the back of the shop, and he turned on the lights and he looked over to where the fireplace was, and just then a large fat man in a red suit with a big snowy white beard, he ducked down under that old chimney door, and he came right out, and it was...
Yeah, well, who was it? Who was it? You know, kids, you know who it was. I know you know. It was Santa Claus, you're right. Santa Claus was right there. Santa Claus, he came over to the bell maker and he said, "Hello, Mr. Bellmaker." No, he kind of said it like this.
"Hello, Mr. Bellmaker. Ho, ho, ho."
"Hello, Mr. Bellmaker. Ho, ho, ho."
And the bellmaker looked at him and said, "Oh, Santa Claus, what a delight to have you in our shop. But you know what? There's no children here, so I'm not sure I know why you stopped." And Santa Claus looked right at that bellmaker and he said,
Let's see, Mr. Bellmaker, you don't know because we've had a problem with the reindeer tonight."
and the bellmaker said, "What kind of a problem?"
And Santa Claus said,
"We have a problem because one of our jingle bells fell off, and it's really upset the reindeer, and they can't make it without that last jingle bell. Do you have any jingle bells by any chance?"
And the bellmaker thought for a minute, and he thought, "Oh, I don't know. It seems like we've sold all of the jingle bells in the shop."
"Oh no," said Santa, "you've got to have at least one jingle bell."
"Oh, but I don't know. Wait a minute. I think there might be just one."
Yeah. He did say, "There is one last jingle bell on a little shelf right in the back of the shop."
Well, the little jingle bell heard all this.
And he got so excited. Oh, Santa Claus, he's going to come get me. I'm going to be Jingle Bell on Santa Claus's sleigh.
Well, the little old bellmaker went and got a ladder, and he came back, and he put it right on the back wall of the shop there, and he climbed up, and he reached far onto that shelf, and he grabbed the little jingle bell.
The Jingle Bell was so excited.
And the bellmaker got the jingle bell, and he climbed down the ladder, and he looked up at Santa and he said,
Oh, Santa, I don't know. This bell is really little. I mean, a lot of people think it's too little.
and Santa said,
Oh, but I need a bell. Can you bring the jingle bell over here and let me look at it?"
Well, the bellmaker did, and he brought the little jingle bell.
And he put it right in the palm of Santa's big fat hand. And Santa looked down at it, and then he looked up at the bellmaker, and he said, "It's a cute little jingle bell."
"It really is a cute little jingle bell, but I'm afraid you're right. It's too little, just too little."
Wait a minute. That isn't the way we rehearse this story. That isn't the way it ends.
It isn't?
No. It goes on. You think the story's ending now, right now. No, it's not ending.
Oh! Oh, yeah. Well, Santa Claus said,
"It is little, but we'll have to use it anyway. Thank you, bellmaker. Please let me take this bell and put it on my sleigh."
And the bellmaker said, "Our pleasure, Santa. We would be happy to have you take that bell for free and put it on your sleigh."
And Santa said,
where's my voice?
Santa said, "Oh yeah, so
So Santa took the bell, and he took it out onto the sleigh, and he reached down under the bells, under the reindeer, and he reached over to where the leash was, and he held out the bell, and he was trying to attach it right there. And he reached it.
Oh no, I dropped it in the snow. Oh, what are we going to do? We'll never find it in this big snowbank. Oh, that bell was too little. It was just too little."
Pip, what are you trying to pull? That's not the end of the story.
Oh, yeah. Well, just then, the reindeer reached down, and he pawed into the ground, and he looked down into the snow, and it went ding, dingle. And Santa said,
"Oh, there it is!" And he reached down. I reached down to Santa Claus, and I grabbed the bell, and I reached up to put it onto the reins, and when I put it onto the reins, oh, I smashed the bell. And Santa said, "Oh, it was just too little."
"Yeah, just too little, I knew it."
Just too little.
Pip, you keep doing this.
But Santa said, "We have to go on anyway. So on Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, and you too, Rudolph." And up went the reindeer high into the sky.
And when the reindeer started to ride along with Santa Claus, the bells started to jingle, and they jingled, and they jingled, jingle, jingle, jingle,
Ding, dingle,
jingle, jingle,
ding, dingle,
jingle, jingle.
ding, dingle, ding, dingle.
And the remarkable thing was, the reindeer really liked that last
Ding, dingle.
and they kept going and going and going, and they went faster and faster, and Santa was able to make all his deliveries that night, all because of that.
One little tiny Christmas jingle bell. So, it just goes to show you that even if you think you're too little, there's still a place for you, because you can ding, dingle, ding, dingle. Little bells are important too.
And you know, in a place, another place, far away from here, a little tiny baby was born. In a stall of a manger, a nativity place, that a lot of people thought was
Too little.
to some people who didn't have very much money. They thought they had,
Too little.
but that baby brought more happiness and joy to the whole world than any other baby that's ever been born. And so we hope that when you think you're
Too little, you'll remember Jesus and his birth and what he did for all of us. We hope you have a wonderful holiday, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And remember, ding, dingle,
ding dingle,
ding, dingle,
ding dingle,
ding, dingle.
oh.